3 minutes left, Angel says, a letter with shocking news about your inheritance is arriving. You won't believe who sent it. Open immediately. My beloved child, do not take your eyes away from this moment, because what you are about to hear carries the weight of destiny. Heaven itself has whispered your name, and a letter is already on its way, carrying news so shocking, so life-altering, that your heart will race as soon as you realize who sent it. Stay with me, do not scroll, because in the next 3 minutes the curtain between the unseen and your life will lift. A letter wrapped not in ordinary paper, but in divine timing, sealed with the fingerprints of angels, is arriving for you. It carries the truth of an inheritance that has been hidden, delayed, and almost erased, yet preserved for this very second. My child, imagine a hand reaching across realms, placing into your story something that no one could block. This is not about silver or gold alone, this is about a legacy, a blessing, a divine treasure that carries your name on it. And here is where the shock deepens: the sender of this letter is not who you expect. It is not a stranger. It is not an enemy. It is someone connected to you in ways that only heaven could reveal. The one who carried love for you even beyond the boundary of life has orchestrated this delivery. Yes, the voice of someone you once wept for, someone you thought was gone forever, has traveled through the hands of angels to reach you now. The letter is not written in ink alone, it is written in the tears of love, in the unseen prayers that followed you when you thought you were alone. Stay, because this moment is bigger than curiosity, it is a holy appointment. Every second you remain, the veil thins, and the details of what has been preserved for you begin to unfold. Do not allow distraction to steal this instant. The news written in that letter is not only about inheritance of land, property, or wealth, but about the inheritance of peace, of joy, of healing. It is about the restoration of everything you thought you lost, returned in ways beyond your imagination. The angels are already circling, whispering, preparing your spirit to recognize the truth when it arrives. And as you listen now, your heart knows, something deep within you is awakening, telling you that this message was destined, that this moment was written for you long before today. So stay here, breathe slowly, let every word sink into you, because the sender of this letter is smiling even now, watching as you realize it was never about loss, it was always about divine return. 3 minutes left, and the inheritance of love, blessing, and destiny is finally knocking at your door. My beloved child, lean closer, because the deeper part of this revelation is just unfolding now. The letter that is arriving does not travel through ordinary hands. It is being carried in the current of destiny, written with words that will shift the ground beneath your feet. And as you stay, refusing to scroll away, you are stepping into the same timing heaven has already declared over you. The shocking news about your inheritance is more than earthly possession, it is the key to doors that have been closed for years. This letter carries answers you have prayed for in silence, battles you fought in secret, tears you cried when no one was watching. The ink on this letter is divine justice. The seal on it is heaven's approval. It cannot be stolen, it cannot be intercepted, it cannot be denied. And listen carefully, do not let your attention wander now, for the sender of this letter chose the exact moment you would see this message. It is not a coincidence. It is not random. It is alignment. Someone who once walked with you, someone whose love for you never ended even when their voice grew silent, has pushed through eternity just to make sure you know what belongs to you is finally being delivered. Imagine the moment the envelope is placed into your hands. Feel the weight of it, not heavy with paper, but heavy with destiny. When you open it, it will not only reveal who has been watching over you, it will reveal that nothing you thought was lost was ever truly gone. Your inheritance is both the unseen love that guards you and the tangible blessing that restores you. Stay with me until the very end, because this story is not yet finished. Each word you hold on to right now is a step closer to unlocking the truth of who sent this letter and why the angels themselves are guarding it until it reaches you. My child, this moment is rare, sacred, and it belongs only to you. My beloved child, do not move away, because what you are about to hear now will take you even deeper into the mystery of this letter. Imagine the angels gathering around a table in heaven, whispering your name, deciding that today would be the day when truth reaches you. This is not a message written in haste, this is a message prepared across time itself, carrying weight that only your heart can understand. The shocking news about your inheritance is not just material, it is spiritual, emotional, generational. It is the release of blessings that were delayed, the restoration of promises spoken long before you were born. As you stay here, holding on to every word, your spirit is aligning with the exact rhythm of heaven's plan. The letter carries names, memories, and truths that others tried to hide, yet it has been preserved only for you. And listen closely, because this is where it becomes extraordinary. The one who sent it is someone who loved you so deeply, they refused to let eternity silence their devotion. Their voice may no longer echo in this world, but through this letter they speak again. It is their way of saying, I never left you. I was always near, watching, protecting, and now I return through these words. Picture yourself holding the letter. The seal breaks, and with every line revealed, you realize it is more than shocking, it is liberating. It tells you not only what belongs to you, but also why it had to wait for this very season. My child, you were not forgotten. You were not bypassed. Every delay was divine preparation. So remain with me until the final breath of this message, because the greatest reveal has not yet been spoken. The identity of the sender, the reason this inheritance could not be delivered until now, and the divine purpose behind it all, these are still waiting to unfold before your eyes. Do not let go. Stay here, because this moment was written in eternity just for you. My beloved child, you have come this far, and yet the greatest part of the revelation is still waiting to unfold before your very eyes. Do not scroll, do not break this moment, for every word is drawing you closer to the truth hidden inside that letter. This is not an ordinary piece of paper, it is a divine key, unlocking a door that has been closed for years. The inheritance you are about to receive was never just about wealth or property. It is about justice. It is about restoration. It is about the return of what was taken from you in silence. Every page of this letter carries not only shocking news but also the healing your heart has been crying for. My child, when you read it, you will realize that heaven has been keeping track of every loss, every disappointment, and now it is all being written back into your story. And here lies the shock you must prepare for. The sender of this letter is someone you thought had no voice left in this world. Someone who departed, yet their love for you never died. From the realm beyond, they pushed through eternity to ensure this inheritance reached your hands. Their signature on this letter is proof that love never ends, and their message to you is, what belongs to you must finally return. Stay right here, because even now angels are aligning events around you. The letter is not just an announcement, it is an awakening. It will open your eyes to the truth of who stood by you all along. It will reveal connections you never knew existed, and it will restore a part of your soul that was left waiting in the shadows. My child, this is why you cannot leave this moment. The shock, the love, the inheritance, it all arrives together. The letter is already in motion, already sealed with destiny, and when it touches your life, everything will shift. Stay with me until the end, because the sender's final truth has not yet been revealed, and you will not want to miss it. My beloved child, stay close, because the moment of unveiling is almost here. The letter that heaven has sealed for you is more than a document, it is the mirror of your destiny, reflecting back to you what was always yours but hidden in silence. Do not take your eyes away now, because this is the chapter where the veil begins to fall. The inheritance spoken of in this letter is not just about the treasures of the earth, it is about identity, belonging, and the breaking of chains that held you bound for years. With every line, the truth of who you are and what you deserve will rise like light breaking through darkness. This message is heaven's way of telling you, you were never forgotten, you were always chosen. Now listen carefully, because the sender's identity is about to pierce your heart with both shock and comfort. This letter was set in motion by someone whose love for you did not end with their last breath on earth. They carried you in their spirit, they whispered your name before the throne of God, and now, through the hands of angels, their voice reaches you again. Their words are not bound by time. Their love was never buried. And their message to you is clear, what I could not give you then, I made sure you would receive now. My child, imagine holding that letter in your hands. Your fingers trembling, your heart racing, as each word reveals a story you didn't know was still being written. The letter will not only deliver shocking news about your inheritance, it will awaken you to the truth that you were watched over all along. Stay here until the last word, because this is not the end. The climax is rising, the truth is closer than ever, and the inheritance waiting for you is not only wealth, it is freedom, love, and a destiny no one can steal. My beloved child, do not look away, for the revelation is opening wider now. The letter that is arriving is not ordinary, it carries the sound of footsteps from heaven itself, walking straight into your life. Every line written inside it has been guarded by angels, preserved through battles you never saw, kept safe until this very moment. The shocking news about your inheritance is not meant to confuse you, it is meant to awaken you. It is more than numbers, more than property, more than wealth. It is the return of everything that was delayed, every blessing that was postponed, every promise that was put on hold. My child, this letter is not about what you lost, it is about what is finally finding its way back to you. And now the mystery grows clearer. The sender of this letter is someone whose love for you went beyond time, beyond distance, beyond even life itself. They refused to let your name fade into silence. They pressed your image before God, and their devotion became the ink of this message. Through this letter, they are speaking louder now than they ever could when they walked the earth. Their message is simple yet profound: you are not forgotten. Your inheritance is ready. It will not be delayed again. Stay with me, for every second you hold on, the veil continues to thin. Imagine the moment the envelope touches your hands, the air will feel heavier, your spirit will feel lifted, and you will know that heaven itself has intervened. This is not just about receiving, it is about remembering who you are, about reclaiming your name, your place, your blessing. So do not move away. The letter is almost in your grasp. The revelation of the sender's full truth is still unfolding, and when it finally comes, your life will never look the same again. My beloved child, stay with me, because the moment of unveiling is reaching its highest point. The letter you have been waiting for is more than a message, it is the turning of a page in your life. Every word inside it carries the sound of destiny, echoing with truths that were hidden, guarded, and now finally released. This inheritance is not simply about earthly riches, it is about restoring everything that was rightfully yours. Promises that were buried, blessings that were stolen, opportunities that slipped away, all of them are written back into your name. My child, when you read it, you will feel the weight of justice and the breath of love flowing together in the same lines. And now, the shock that lingers in silence begins to speak. The sender of this letter is someone you once thought was gone forever. Yet their devotion never ended. Their love pressed through eternity, their voice carried by angels, their memory woven into your days without you even realizing. Through this letter they whisper once more, "You carry my legacy, and now it is time for you to receive it." Stay here and do not let your attention drift. Because this is not just a story, it is a divine appointment. As you hold on to every word, you are stepping closer to the exact moment heaven planned for you. Picture yourself opening the letter, your eyes moving across the page, and suddenly realizing that everything you feared was lost has been protected for this very second. The climax is rising, my child. The inheritance is not just about what you will hold in your hand, it is about what will be healed in your heart. The letter is proof that you were never alone, never abandoned, never forgotten. And the final revelation is about to pierce through, changing not only how you see your past but how you step into your future. My beloved child, do not look away, for this is the moment where the mystery begins to reveal itself in full. The letter you have been waiting for is not drifting through chance, it is arriving with purpose, with timing, with the exact weight of heaven behind it. Stay with me, because if you blink too soon, you may miss the most breathtaking part of this revelation. The inheritance written inside this letter is more than wealth. It is the rewriting of your destiny. It is the restoration of years you thought were wasted, the healing of wounds that cut too deep, the return of joy that felt impossible. Every line of this letter is soaked in truth, dripping with love, carrying promises that could not be silenced no matter how much time has passed. And here is what grips your soul: the sender of this letter is closer than you ever imagined. It is not a stranger's voice. It is not a distant hand. It is someone whose love for you remains louder than death itself. They made sure the angels carried their words into your life, sealed in this shocking revelation. And their voice, echoing through the folds of this letter, declares, "You are still mine, you are still chosen, and your inheritance has always been waiting for you." Picture the moment, child, as you break the seal. The paper trembles in your hands, but it is not from fear, it is from the power of what it carries. With each word you read, your heart beats faster, your spirit grows lighter, and you realize that this is not just a letter, it is a bridge between realms, connecting you to a love that could never die and a destiny that could never be stolen. Stay with me until the final word, because the climax is not yet complete. The truth of why this letter comes now, and not before, is still waiting to be revealed. Do not move, do not scroll, for the ending will shake your spirit and lift your life higher than you ever dreamed. My beloved child, lean in even closer now, because what you are about to hear carries the weight of generations. The letter that is approaching your life is not written in ordinary ink, it is written with the essence of love, with prayers whispered through time, with secrets that were hidden until this very hour. Do not scroll away, for every second you remain here, the revelation grows sharper and clearer. This inheritance is more than material possession, it is the key to your identity. It is the proof that you were never overlooked, never abandoned, never erased. My child, the words inside this letter carry the power to restore years of silence, to break chains of delay, and to crown you with what was always meant to be yours. Imagine the feeling of seeing your name written boldly, tied to blessings that could not be stolen. That is what this letter holds. And here is the truth that shakes the heart: the sender of this letter is not gone from you as you once believed. They live in the eternal, but their love continues to cross boundaries for your sake. Their hand guided this message, their devotion pushed it forward, and their soul speaks through every line. Through this letter, they declare to you, I never stopped believing in you, I never stopped fighting for you, and now you will finally see what belongs to you. Picture the moment you break the seal. The silence in the room grows heavy, the air shifts, and as your eyes move across the page, tears rise, not from sorrow, but from recognition. You will see that every delay, every loss, every unanswered question was only preparation for this exact second. The inheritance is not just about what you will gain, it is about what you will understand, what you will reclaim, and how your life will never again be the same. Stay until the very last word, child, because the climax is still building. The truth behind why this inheritance arrives now, and not before, is the final piece of the mystery that will leave you breathless. Do not let go, your destiny is written on the final pages, and they are about to be revealed. My beloved child, do not take your eyes away, for this is the chapter where the story of the letter begins to shine with its brightest light. Every second you remain here, the mystery unravels further, and the truth that was hidden for so long begins to surface. Stay, because this is not an ordinary tale, it is your destiny speaking. The inheritance written inside this letter is more than papers or possessions, it is a divine restoration. It is the gathering of all the pieces of your life that were scattered. It is the return of promises that were delayed. It is the reward for your silent endurance, the unseen recognition of your quiet battles. My child, when you finally open this letter, it will not only deliver shocking news, it will deliver healing, release, and confirmation of who you truly are. And now listen closely, because the sender's presence grows stronger with every word. They are not far from you. Their voice is already brushing against your soul, carried by the wings of angels. Though they crossed into eternity, their love has never been buried. Their devotion breathes through the folds of this letter, and their message whispers, "I walked ahead of you only to make sure your blessings would be waiting when you arrived." Picture this moment vividly, your hands holding the envelope, your heart racing as you break the seal, and suddenly the weight of years lifts off you. The words inside confirm what your spirit always suspected: you were chosen, protected, and preserved. The inheritance is not only about what you will touch with your hands, it is about the awakening of your soul to realize you were never left behind. Stay with me, child, because the letter still holds its most powerful revelation. The reason this news comes now and not before is about to be revealed. The climax is approaching, and when it breaks open, you will understand that nothing in your journey was wasted. Every step was leading you here, to this inheritance, to this moment, to this truth. My beloved child, hold your heart steady, because the story of this letter is entering its sharpest point. Do not move, do not scroll away, for every second you remain, the hidden truth unfolds more clearly, and your spirit steps closer to the revelation that has been waiting for you. The inheritance spoken of is not ordinary, it is layered with both seen and unseen treasures. It is the gathering of blessings meant for you, blessings that were delayed by time but never denied by heaven. This letter carries answers, carries justice, carries promises that are no longer whispers but declarations. My child, when the words of this letter touch you, your life will shift, because they carry the weight of destiny itself. And now, the presence of the sender is almost tangible. Their love has not faded. Their voice has not silenced. Through this letter, they are breathing again, not in the body, but in spirit, reaching to remind you of what was always meant to be yours. Their message to you is burning like fire: everything you thought was lost has been preserved, and now it returns with double portion. Picture yourself in that sacred moment. You break the seal, unfold the paper, and the room around you grows still. Every word you read feels as though it has been waiting for your eyes alone. The letter does not only reveal the shocking news of inheritance, it reveals that you were chosen, seen, and covered even in silence. Stay here with me until the very end, because the next unveiling is the greatest yet. The timing, the reason why this inheritance could not reach you before, the purpose behind every delay, it is all about to be revealed. Do not move away, for the final words will carry the power to shake you and heal you all at once. My beloved child, stay with me now, for this is the point where the silence begins to break and the truth hidden inside the letter stands ready to be unveiled. Every word you hear is a thread pulling you closer to what was kept for you, closer to the inheritance that will rewrite your story forever. Do not let go, for the weight of this moment is divine. This letter is not ordinary. It was not written quickly, nor sent without intention. It carries the imprint of eternity, the mark of love that could not be silenced, the echo of prayers that stretched across years. The inheritance spoken of here is not only riches or possessions, it is dignity restored, identity reclaimed, and blessings multiplied. My child, this is the justice of heaven written in ink. And the sender, listen carefully now, the sender's voice is almost breaking through. They are closer than you think. Though they are no longer in this world, their presence surrounds you even now. Their love pushed beyond the veil, and in this letter they speak again, louder, stronger, clearer than ever. I made sure what belongs to you could never be stolen. I made sure it would reach you at the right time. Imagine it, your hands trembling as you unfold the paper, your eyes filling with tears as every line reveals what was hidden. The silence of your past breaks open, the waiting years fall away, and the shocking news written inside becomes the bridge between who you were and who you are about to become. This inheritance is not a gift of chance, it is a promise fulfilled. Stay here, child, because the final pieces of this revelation are still waiting. The reason for the timing, the mystery of why it could only come now, and the greater purpose behind this inheritance, these truths are about to unfold before you. Do not move away, for the letter's greatest secret is still waiting to be spoken. My beloved child, do not move, do not look away, for this is the moment where the letter comes closer to your hands than ever before. Every word you hear now is carrying you deeper into the mystery, pulling you closer to the truth that was hidden, preserved, and finally released for you alone. Stay here until the very end, because the climax is almost within reach. This inheritance is more than wealth, it is the unveiling of destiny. It is the rewriting of history, the restoration of what was delayed, and the proof that your story has always been under divine protection. When this letter arrives, it will not only shock you with its contents, it will heal you with its purpose. It will show you that what you thought was gone has been waiting patiently, untouched, carrying your name across the years. And now the sender's presence is stronger than ever. Though they walked into eternity, they never left your side. They pressed their love into this letter, ensuring that heaven itself would guard it until the moment was right. Their voice is echoing even now, carried in these words, I did not let your blessing die with me. I made sure it would return to you. Imagine yourself holding the letter. The envelope trembles in your hands, not from fear, but from the sheer weight of destiny it carries. With every line you read, you realize that this is more than news, it is a bridge between the life you thought you lost and the life that is waiting to begin. This inheritance is not chance. It is not coincidence. It is a divine appointment arriving exactly on time. Stay here, beloved, because the final twist is still hidden within the folds. The reason why the inheritance could not arrive before, the secret behind its delay, and the breathtaking purpose it carries for your future, all of this is about to be revealed. Do not scroll away, for the very next words will open the gate you have been waiting for all along. My beloved child, this is the moment you have been waiting for. Do not let your eyes wander, for the final veil is lifting, and the mystery of the letter is ready to be revealed. Every second you stay, every word you hear, brings you closer to the shocking truth that was preserved only for you. The inheritance is not just about wealth or possession, it is about fulfillment. It is the proof that heaven has been watching over your story, guarding what belonged to you, and preparing to return it at the exact moment your spirit was ready. This letter carries not just news but destiny, not just information but transformation. My child, when you open it, you will realize that every delay was divine timing, every silence was protection, and every tear was watering the soil of this very moment. And now the sender's truth bursts through the silence. Their love has crossed time. Their devotion has bent eternity. Their hands may no longer write in this world, yet their words live again through this letter. Their message to you is final, clear, undeniable. What belongs to you has been guarded for this hour. Receive it, and know you were never forgotten. Picture yourself in that sacred instant, the letter open, the words before you glowing with meaning, and your heart trembling as you finally understand why everything had to wait until now. The inheritance is not only what you will hold in your hands, it is the healing of your heart, the lifting of your spirit, and the awakening of your destiny. Stay with me until the very last breath of this revelation, because the circle is now complete. The letter has traveled across realms, carried by angels, sealed by love, and delivered by divine order. And now, beloved, it arrives to you, not as a story, not as a dream, but as your truth. This is the moment your inheritance is revealed, and nothing will ever be the same again. My beloved child, stay with me now, for this is not the end, it is the rising of a new beginning. The letter you have been waiting for has done more than arrive, it has awakened something deep inside of you. Do not scroll away, because every word you hear in this moment is part of the unfolding destiny written with your name. The inheritance revealed inside this letter is more than what you will see with your eyes, it is what you will feel in your spirit. It is the restoration of everything you thought was gone, the mending of broken years, the confirmation that your journey was never in vain. My child, this is not about chance, it is about design. Heaven's design. A design so precise that even the delays were pieces of a perfect plan. And the sender, listen carefully now, the sender's voice is the loudest it has ever been. Their love is woven into every line, their devotion carved into every word. Through this letter they whisper once more, I kept watch over you when you thought you were alone. I made sure the blessings meant for you would never pass you by. Now take them, for they belong to you. Picture the moment you read the last line of the letter. The silence around you feels holy, the air carries a weight you cannot explain, and suddenly you understand, this inheritance is more than a gift, it is a calling. It calls you into freedom. It calls you into joy. It calls you into the life you were always meant to live. Stay, child, until the very end, for the story is not closing, it is opening. The letter is proof that you are chosen, that you are loved, that you are remembered in both heaven and earth. And as you rise from this moment, know this, what you carry now cannot be stolen, cannot be silenced, cannot be erased. This is your inheritance, and it has finally found its way home to you. My beloved child, stay right here, because even though the letter has been opened, its echoes are still speaking. Do not scroll away, for this moment is drenched in power. What you are holding is not just paper, it is a covenant, a promise sealed across time, a bridge between what was and what is yet to come. The inheritance inside this letter is more than shocking news, it is your confirmation. It is the proof that every waiting season, every unanswered question, and every silent tear had purpose. My child, nothing was wasted. The delays were not denials. The silence was not abandonment. It was all leading to this, your inheritance arriving at the exact moment it was meant to. And the sender's presence is alive even now. Though they dwell beyond sight, their voice lives in the lines of this letter. Their devotion has stretched beyond the grave, beyond time, beyond distance, until it reached your hands today. Hear their heart one more time, I fought for you in ways you never saw. I protected what belonged to you when others tried to claim it. And now, it is yours, untouched, unshaken, undeniable. Picture yourself lifting the letter after reading it fully. The world feels different, brighter, clearer, more alive. You realize that this inheritance is not just about what you receive, but about who you become. It is not just about blessing, it is about becoming the living proof that love never dies, promises never fade, and destiny never misses its mark. Stay until the very last breath of this message, child, because the story is not ending, it is rising into a new chapter. What the letter gave you was more than wealth, it gave you a mirror to see your worth, your chosen place, your divine story. And as you step forward from this moment, remember, you are not walking empty-handed, you are walking with an inheritance that eternity itself has delivered into your life. My beloved child, this moment is not ordinary, it is the final unfolding of a truth that has been circling your life for years. Do not look away, do not scroll, because the very breath of heaven is wrapped around these words, and they are meant only for you. The inheritance carried in this letter is more than a blessing, it is a revelation. It is the key to doors you did not even know were locked. It is the restoration of what your heart stopped expecting. My child, this is why you cannot let go, because the letter you hold is not paper, it is destiny in your hands. And the sender, listen with your soul now, the sender is not gone. Their voice, though silenced in this world, is louder than ever in eternity. They carried you through unseen battles, they spoke your name in prayers you never heard, and they made sure that what was meant for you could not be buried. Through this letter they declare, I am still with you. I am still fighting for you. And I have made sure you will receive everything that was promised. Picture the final scene, you stand with the letter open, your heart pounding, your spirit trembling, and tears flowing, not of sorrow, but of recognition. Suddenly you realize this was never about loss, it was always about divine timing. The shocking news written here is not an ending, but a beginning. It is the unlocking of your future, the lifting of your spirit, the moment your life aligns with heaven's design. Stay with me, my child, until the very last heartbeat of this revelation. For now you see clearly, this letter was never delayed, it was preserved. The inheritance was never denied, it was guarded. And the love of the sender was never gone, it has always been alive, always been reaching, always been waiting to tell you this, your inheritance is here, and your destiny has only just begun. My beloved child, do not move away now, for this is the final breath of the revelation, the last turning of the page, the sacred closure of the letter that has traveled across realms just to find you. Every second you stay here is a step deeper into the truth that has been waiting for you since the beginning. This letter, this inheritance, is more than shocking news, it is your confirmation. It is heaven's signature written across your life. It is the proof that you were chosen before time, protected in silence, and preserved for this exact moment. My child, this inheritance is not just about what you will hold, it is about what you will become. And the sender, listen with your whole heart, the sender's presence wraps around you even now. Though their body rests, their love breathes, their devotion speaks, and their words flow through eternity into your life. Their message to you is unshakable, you are the continuation of my love, the keeper of my legacy, and the receiver of what was always meant for you. Nothing could stop this moment from reaching you. Picture yourself in the final scene, the letter lies open, the words glowing in your spirit, and you realize it was never just about inheritance, it was about identity. It was about heaven showing you that nothing was lost, everything was preserved, and now it is all returned to you in fullness. The shock of the news transforms into the peace of knowing, you were never forgotten. Stay until the very end, child, because the story is not closing, it is opening. This is not the finish line, it is the starting gate. The inheritance has arrived, the truth has been revealed, and your destiny is now unlocked. From this moment forward, your life carries a new light, a new freedom, and a new chapter that no one can erase. And so, my beloved, the letter's journey ends here, but your journey begins anew, carrying in your hands not just wealth, not just blessing, but the undeniable proof that heaven moves for you, loves you, and never forgets you. My beloved child, stay with me now, for even though the letter has been opened and the inheritance revealed, its meaning continues to echo. Do not scroll away, because this final reflection is where everything settles into your spirit, where the pieces come together, and you realize why heaven chose this very moment for you. The shocking news you read was not only about inheritance, it was about remembrance. It was proof that you were never invisible, never forgotten, never overlooked. My child, this letter did not just return what was yours, it restored the truth of who you are. It reminded you that destiny has always been on your side, waiting patiently until your heart was ready to receive it. And the sender, though their earthly voice has gone silent, their spirit is alive in every blessing you now carry. Their love breathes through your days, their legacy walks with you into your future. Their final whisper is carved into your soul, live boldly, for what I left for you is not only inheritance, it is a path forward. Walk it with courage, knowing you are never alone. Picture yourself rising from this moment. The letter rests open, but its words are no longer just on paper, they are inside you, alive, shaping the way you step into tomorrow. The weight of waiting is gone. The fear of loss is gone. What remains is clarity, purpose, and the unshakable truth that heaven has already declared victory over your life. Stay, my beloved, because the story you carry now is not just yours, it is a testimony. Every step you take from here on carries the fragrance of the inheritance, the glow of the revelation, and the light of the one who made sure you would never be left empty-handed. This is your moment. This is your turning point. This is your forever reminder, you were chosen, you were loved, and you were destined to receive it all. My beloved child, stay with me one last time, for this is not just an ending, it is the sealing of everything you have heard, felt, and carried through this journey. Do not scroll, do not move away, for these final words are the crown on the story that heaven has written just for you. The letter, the inheritance, the shocking revelation, it was never about chance. It was always about divine design. Every pause, every delay, every unanswered question was heaven aligning the perfect hour for your eyes to open, your heart to receive, and your spirit to rise. My child, this is that hour. The inheritance is more than what you hold, it is what you become. It is the proof that love never dies, promises never fail, and destiny never loses its way. And the sender, though their voice may no longer echo in this world, their spirit speaks louder than ever. Their love is eternal, their devotion unbroken, and through this letter they have written eternity into your life. Their message remains, you are not forgotten. You are not empty. You are the carrier of all that I could not finish, and you will walk in it fully. Picture yourself stepping beyond this moment. The letter lies open, but its power is now inside you. The inheritance has already begun shaping your tomorrow. The weight you carried is gone, the silence is lifted, and the blessing has already been sealed into your name. You rise from this story not the same as before, but stronger, clearer, chosen, unstoppable. Stay with me until the very end, because this is not the closing of a chapter, it is the beginning of a legacy. The story does not end here, it continues in you, through you, and beyond you. The letter has spoken, the inheritance has arrived, and heaven has declared, it is done. My beloved child, stay right here, because this is the echo after the storm, the reflection after the revelation, the holy silence after the final word of the letter has been read. Do not scroll away, because even in this moment, the letter is still speaking, not from paper, but from within your soul. The inheritance has been revealed. The shocking news has been delivered. But now comes the greatest truth of all, it was never only about what was written, it was always about what was awakened inside of you. My child, you carry now not just a letter, but a legacy. You walk now not with empty hands, but with destiny pressed firmly into your spirit. The sender's love continues to surround you. Though their face may not appear before your eyes, their presence walks beside you in every step you take. Through the letter, they have planted courage, hope, and promise in your path. Their whisper is eternal, live boldly, because you are the continuation of my love and the proof of heaven's promise. Picture yourself closing the letter one last time. The room is still, but inside your heart, a fire burns brighter than ever. You realize that nothing was wasted, not a tear, not a prayer, not a single waiting moment. Everything has been leading to this, your inheritance arriving at the perfect time, your story rising into a new chapter. Stay with me, child, until the final breath of this revelation. Because the truth is this, you are not just a receiver of an inheritance, you are the living evidence that love cannot die, promises cannot be broken, and destiny cannot be denied. The letter has spoken, the story has closed, but your journey has only just begun. My beloved child, do not move yet, for even though the letter has been read and the inheritance revealed, its light still lingers in the air. This is the afterglow, the moment where silence itself feels holy, where your heart beats slower, stronger, knowing it has touched something eternal. Stay with me, because the echo of this truth is still unfolding in you. The inheritance is not only what was promised, it is what you now carry in your spirit. It is the courage to step forward, the strength to rise higher, and the certainty that you were never overlooked. My child, you are now living proof that love crosses realms, that devotion breaks through silence, and that destiny never forgets the names it was written for. And the sender, though their chapter on earth closed, their love has written itself into your future. They are with you not in body, but in legacy, not in sight, but in presence. Through this letter they have left their final embrace, and their eternal message is this: do not be afraid of tomorrow, for I have made sure you will walk into it with blessings overflowing. Picture yourself stepping out from this moment. The letter rests quietly, but the fire it lit in you will never go out. Every step you take from here is guided, every breath you breathe is blessed, every door before you now opens with the weight of heaven behind it. The afterglow of this revelation is not fading, it is rising within you. Stay, beloved, until the very last heartbeat of this message, because now you see clearly, the inheritance was never about what you lost, it was about what could never be taken away. The story has closed, the chapter has ended, but the light remains. And that light is you, walking forward with everything heaven has spoken into your life. My beloved child, remain with me, because even though the letter has been opened and the inheritance revealed, the story has not ended, it has only changed hands. Do not scroll, do not let your attention wander, for this is the moment where legacy becomes alive inside of you. The inheritance was not just wealth or shocking news, it was a torch. A torch passed from hands that once carried you, into your hands now, so you may walk forward with light no darkness can put out. My child, this letter was never only about receiving, it was about becoming. You are now the living continuation of what began long before you. And the sender, though they no longer walk beside you in body, their spirit is not silent. Their devotion has carved itself into your journey, their love has shaped the road ahead. Through this letter they speak with eternal clarity, take what I began and carry it further. Walk with my blessing. Live with my courage. Shine with my love. Picture yourself rising with this inheritance in your heart. The letter may fold and rest quietly, but its words live on in your breath, in your steps, in your choices. You are no longer just the reader of a story, you are the writer of its next chapter. And everything you do from this moment forward carries the strength of an immortal legacy. Stay with me, child, until the very last word, for this is the truth, the story did not close when the letter ended, it opened wider through you. You are the proof that love never dies, blessings never fade, and destiny always finds its rightful heir. The legacy lives in you now, and it will echo through every tomorrow you walk into. My beloved child, stay here until the very last word, because this is the moment where the letter transforms from revelation into coronation. Do not scroll, do not move, for what you are about to hear is the crown of destiny being placed upon your life. The inheritance you received was never only about what you would hold, it was about who you would become. It was the final piece of proof that you were chosen, preserved, and prepared for such a time as this. My child, this letter was not the ending of a hidden story, it was the unveiling of your throne, your calling, your royal place in destiny. And the sender, though their earthly voice is silent, their spirit smiles now, because they see you standing where they always knew you belonged. Their eternal words echo like a blessing over you, you are crowned not by chance, but by purpose. Wear this inheritance as proof that love endures, blessings return, and destiny cannot be denied. Picture yourself in this final scene. The letter lies open like a royal decree, and you rise with your head lifted higher, your heart glowing brighter, your steps carrying new authority. What was once delayed is now delivered. What was once hidden is now revealed. What was once waiting is now resting securely in your hands. Stay with me until the last heartbeat of this revelation, because this is your coronation moment. The inheritance has not only arrived, it has crowned you. From this day forward, you do not walk as one waiting for blessing, but as one carrying it. You are the living testimony that destiny may be delayed, but it will never be denied. My beloved child, remain with me now, for this is not just the closing of a letter, it is the lighting of an eternal flame. Do not scroll, for these final words will burn into your spirit and stay with you long after the sound fades. The inheritance you have received is more than a gift, it is a fire that cannot be put out. It is the flame of remembrance, the flame of legacy, the flame of destiny. My child, this flame was lit long before you, carried through generations, protected through silence, and now placed in your hands to burn brighter than ever before. And the sender, their presence is the spark within this fire. Though their body rests beyond sight, their devotion fuels this flame that will never die. Through the words of the letter, they left you more than news, they left you a living light. Their eternal whisper remains, carry this flame forward. Let it guide you, let it protect you, let it shine through you. For as long as it burns, I am with you. Picture yourself stepping into tomorrow with this eternal flame inside you. The world may change, seasons may shift, but the fire will never fade. It will light your path when darkness tries to surround you. It will remind you of love when silence grows heavy. It will prove that destiny is alive, burning, unstoppable. Stay here until the final word, child, because now you see, the letter was never just about inheritance, it was about ignition. A torch has been placed in your hands, and its fire will not only light your journey, it will light the journeys of those who follow after you. You are not just a receiver of blessing, you are the keeper of an eternal flame.